keeping the main on 0, or what do you call in this board? I'm pretty sure it's called unit because of the U.
Yes.
Or unity, sorry. So unity, keep it on 0, and then whatever you have to adjust from here, you adjust it through these faders. These are called faders, by the way.
Gotcha.
Faders, knobs, and part of the most important thing is like you don't have to mess with all of these things. Unless you don't want to mess with your in-ears, then yes, it's a little more different because you have to do it from here.
Yeah.
But other than that, like all you really want to mess with is like faders and your preamps.
Okay.
So preamps is the way how like all the signal or all the audio is actually coming into the console. So you want that to be a healthy signal.
Gotcha.
Not too much, not too low.
Right.
And from there, the adjustments over here is it's just gonna become a lot easier. The way how everything is gonna be set up is gonna start reacting the way how it's supposed to react. So the way how I really like to think audio is kind of like a water system of like, you know, this is the way how the water or the audio in the sense of way is coming into the console. And so for example, you have all these channels over here and you hit select, right? So every time you select a channel, this is gonna react to that because it's telling you, okay, these are the parameters that are happening with this channel. Okay. You don't have to worry about that, but it's just like so y'all can have a general idea of it. Okay. Let me see if I can get out of here. Yeah, there we go. So for example, whenever you select a channel, let's say computer, it's on channel 22 over here, right? So you see how this level is coming in. As I select, it goes out. It's because it's letting you know, okay, this is how much audio is coming into the console, not the audio that is coming outside. Like
That's what it's receiving.
is what is receiving the console.
Okay.
Okay, so what is a good level is always in the middle, like between -15 and -20. It's never gonna be consistent because audio it has dynamics. Sometimes it's loud, sometimes it's low.
Yeah.
So something that is not gonna pick over 15 or -10. You definitely don't want it to pass -6.
Okay, so
'Cause
those
you're
top
gonna-
knobs control that.
Yes. So these knobs right here, that's a good question. These knobs right here are the preamps for every single channel. So and the way that you're gonna know that is because they are they have the numbers over here. See? So number 1 means like it's channel 1. So number 22 is channel 22, where's the computer is at. So you can relate, these are the preamps. This is the way how audio is gonna come into the console, and you can make it stronger, you can make it weaker in a sense way.
Okay.
So for
So
example,
the most is 20 that we want.
what was that?
Or what was the highest we wanted
Between
to be?
-15, -10.
Okay.
So like if one day like Sammy starts playing bass and it starts like sounding really distorted, that means it's overloading that preamp, so it's too much signal.
Yeah.
So then you would lower that back so that it would restrict it a little bit more. And then let's say there's the opposite, like Sammy's playing and you have the volume fader all the
You
way
have
up.
the fader all the way up.
And you don't hear nothing, but you got a little bit of signal, so something's coming through. It's likely this is too low.
Yeah.
And you raise it, and it'll allow more. It'll open up that gate so that more signal can come in, and you just play with it. Like you said, not too much, not too little.
Yeah.
If it's too much, it distorts. If it's too little, you don't hear
really
it. It's like
is,
you're
yeah.
taking a shower. If it's too much, it's gonna like put a hole in you, and if it's not enough, you're not even gonna get wet.
Dripping, yeah.
So you want that.
And a perfect example, that is a really good way of putting it.
Okay.
A perfect example is like the way how this is gonna react if it's too high is like it's gonna go all the way up. Wait, can you give me? Can
Another
you
song?
put it back again? Good day. Yeah, that's one. So you see how it's already picking. It's giving you those yellow and red lights.
Yeah.
That is already telling you like this is way too much audio for the console, and definitely you're gonna hear some distortion. Maybe you don't really register from here because it's kind of hard to really understand what is going on over there.
Yeah.
But like if that happens with the, for example, how Noah said with
the bass or something.
with the bass, you're gonna start hearing a crunchiness to the sound. That is distortion.
Okay.
So you want it -15, -10, right? That is a healthy thing. And then from there, all these parameters are already set to receive that certain level of audio. Okay, and from there you have the ability to use your fader as you want. Awesome. Another thing, this is a very important for you guys with the problem of the click and guide. So you have click and guide over here, and then you have sequence, which is I believe is the other part, like all the music from the playback, right?
Yeah.
So notice how whenever I select all of these channels, this button right here, main, it's on. So going back to the idea of like, the audio is kind of like a water, and this is a system. So it's coming into the channel, and then that channel is going into this main fader, or what we call main master bus, and then from this bus it spits it out.
Yeah.
Through the outputs on the physical outputs. So whenever it is selected and this is on, that means that it's going to this.
Okay.
If it's off, let's say for example, let's try it with the music. I select it, you see it's coming on main, but if I take this one out, it really doesn't even matter if it's muted
Yeah.
or if I'm getting good signal and I bring the fader all the way up.
Gotcha. Okay.
Why? Because the system is already being cut. Like it's not going now to the main
Yeah.
stereo master bus,
Yeah.
So that has to be selected. In this case, most of the time you want it to be selected.
Yeah.
Pretty much 99% of the time that you want it to be selected. When is the time that you don't want it to be selected?
The click and
Click and guide or talkbacks.
Gotcha. Okay.
You see? Because
Okay.
now talkbacks, you can have it unmuted, you can have the fader all the way up, but it's not gonna come outside the
Yeah.
house. Okay? So that is a really nice trick to know.
That's really important.
Dude,
Awesome.
that's really helpful right
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that it's gonna obstruct your audio going to your in-ears.
Okay.
Because auxes, sub 1, sub 2, sub 3, and main, these are more channels designated to spit the audio outside of the console.
Mhm.
Okay, so you have your channels to receive audio, and then you have your channels to take that sound out. Okay, after the process of the console. So auxes is one of those groups, and that's why you guys use this, because these are groups, output groups. But if I'm not mistaken, let's see, how do you get into the mix? I think it's this one.
Yeah,
right?
just click those.
Yeah.
For the in-ears, yeah.
Okay. I don't see 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I see this. So over here, if you see the numbers over here as well,
Mm-hmm.
you see 1 all the way to 24. If I'm not mistaken, these are the way how you get into a mix of somebody, and these are also correlated to the channel. So let's say, for example, Ben wants a little bit more of kick. You go over here and you give him. Oh, never mind, my bad. I'm used to another
sound system.
So for example, let's say Miguel. Okay, you hit mix.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're in the mix of that aux. You're not mixing for the house. You're mixing for that aux or the person that is listening to this mix, right?
Yes.
So the way you want to gain a channel or a instrument into his mix is through these knobs
Mm-hmm.
that have numbers. Let's say he wants more kick. Kick is number 1. Okay, not 1. You're gonna start seeing this one going up. It's telling you how much volume is going into that aux.
Okay.
He wants a little bit more snare. Okay, let's give him a little more snare. Now some overheads. Whenever you're starting mixing stuff for musicians that are on stage, usually the less is better. Why? Because like we have the tendency of cranking everything up. I don't hear Sammy's bass, bring it up. I don't hear this dude singing, bring it up. And then the problem is like that is so constant that you start building more and more and more, and to the extent that you're gonna run out of space of volume, you're gonna have everything cranked up, and you still are not gonna be able to hear anything.
Yeah.
So always keep that in mind. If somebody wants something, or they say, for example, this is a very important one whenever it comes to in-ears. I hear a lot of room noise. It's probably a hot mic that is going to their in-ears. Like, let's say, who's the singer? Let's say Amanda. What's the singer, right?
Mhm.
Amanda is number 12.
Yes.
And Miguel, he says, like, man, I hear a lot of Amanda. Okay, well, if you go to his mix and you see Amanda all the way over here, it makes a lot of sense, because the microphone is pretty much kind of like a room mic at that point. It's not even a microphone. No? So, alright, let's bring it down, and most probably that's going to be what it's going to actually get rid of that sounding of just the room itself.
What does
Yeah.
clicking the mix button multiple times do? Because it like switches things.
This
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
I believe it's this right here that is called mix and pan. So mix is and this is very important. That is a good question. Mix is whenever you start adding stuff to that mix. Well, what we were just talking of, like adding instruments and singers and whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have a stereo aux,
Miguel.
okay,
It's one of our singers.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I gotcha. And if you have a stereo aux, meaning stereo is 2. So in that case, you will need aux 1 and 2 for one person. Why would you like that? Well, you have the option of panning stuff. So that is the second button right here. It's like if you wanna throw it to, wait, let me see. How do you do this? EQ dynamic levels. I think it has a lot to do with sounds. Okay, let me select something. Let me check something out.
Of course. How many times have we heard that though? Like whenever it comes to like the singers are like, oh, we hear like what he said, and like, oh, we
Yeah.
hear the house.
Yeah.
I'm like, what does that mean?
The house.
Like I feel bad.
The house means like the room. In a
Yeah.
sense of way.
Yeah. At the time I was like, what are they talking about?
Yeah.
And I felt bad because it's like, oh, I'm still trying to learn, you know.
Yeah. Systems. Storage tool. Oh, meters. Input meters. Access. Okay. So how do I get panel? That is a good question. I still don't know exactly how do you do it, but essentially, like you have this over here,
Yeah.
and you see how you have one that says mix and then the other one says mix and panning. Like if this were to be linked for a stereo aux, then I believe like whenever you hit this, now it gives you like, you see center over here, and then get 0 right, 0 left. That means that it's like panning it all the way to the right,
Left
panning it
or
all the
right.
way to the right.
And that's the thing. On all our headphones, we can only get sound on the left
Because they're mono.
mono.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's why. And the
Is that
headphone
something
jacks
you
are.
can change here? on the
Uh,
sound?
That's a good question. I will have to look the way how everything is set up.
Mhm.
I think the reason why is because no one's using these adapters,
Oh, okay.
and so the
So-
whole system of the cable is like a 1/4 inch is only 2 cables inside, and then the XLR is 3 cables, and so what is going on is like over here you have. Oh, it's not. Let me see. Let's use this one for example. You see, this 1/4 inches usually come with 1 ring or 2 rings. Whenever it's 2 rings, it's because it's a stereo fit. But if it's only 1 ring, it's a mono fit, which means it's 2 connectors or sorry 2 cables inside. If it has 2 rings, it's 3 connectors inside. Now XLR, you see 3 pins. They're always 3. So that means that you're not getting that third cable. That's why you're only listening from one side. So what can y'all do for that is instead of having this one, you can get a double ring, which is
What is this
It's
little
called
thing called?
TRS. This is called XLR. This is because it only has 1 ring. It's called TS.
Okay.
And the one that I'm telling you that have the two black rings, those are called TRS.
TRS. So
Yeah.
XLR to TRS.
XLR to TRS adapter. That's what you'll need. And
And
if you'll
the-
change that, that's probably gonna change.
Hey,
that.
would it be just changing that one, or would we need to change all those other ones too?
I'll tell you this.
I know
if
it's a lot
you
of
can,
questions.
if you can get the connector, just a TRS connector instead of an adapter, I can terminate those cables for you, so you don't have to run into adapters.
Hmm.
You know, which
So an actual
honestly-
cable, not the adapter. Okay.
No, not the cable, just the connector itself.
So if I just get the connector,
Yeah.
okay.
In this case, it
I would just
will
need one.
only be this. It will only be this, or this.
We
Let's say
would
for
just
example.
need like that.
Yes.
essentially.
Let me see. No, that's an adapter still.
Okay, okay.
So look for a TRS connector.
Okay, TRS.
These probably go for $2-3 maybe each.
Dang.
So
bad.
I know.
yeah. So if you need, how many headphones y'all use over there?
4, 5, at
Like
most.
headphones, like people with headphones.
Yeah.
And stuff?
What do you? 1, 2.
I guess the people that are labeled here really.
4,
And
5, 6,
I would say 7.
7, just to be safe.
Because
You
we
get
have,
8.
Amanda, Vanessa, Sandy,
So you get one for each one, basically?
Yeah.
You, Miguel.
So each one of these connects to someone's mix.
and I think
Yeah,
that's it.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Right.
So 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we replace all of them, they can all slowly be fixed to stereo.
Yeah, it wouldn't be stereo, but it will still be a mono feed. It's gonna come
Is it
both
replicated?
ears. Yeah.
And then, so if I change one of those to the new cable, will that channel be good, and the rest are still gonna be mono then?
Okay, so the thing is like mono, it's because it's only one aux. It's not because of the cable. Stereo is if you have two auxes. That means 2 outputs. And then those 2 outputs is fitting your in-ears.
Okay.
And your in-ears is kind of like your ears. Like we by default are stereo because we have our right side and our left
Yeah.
side, right?
Yeah.
So those are like, think it like if it's one aux is fitting one ear, and the other aux is fitting the other ear. So it doesn't really matter of the cable. It's more about the console itself or the configuration of the console. So for example, just because like the amount of auxes that we have, it's better for you to run mono, which means that you're gonna take one feed, which is aux 1, and whatever is coming out of aux 1, that's gonna be split into your ears. It's
Oh,
the
okay.
same feed, okay?
So it's still technically mono, even if we hear it on both
Exactly
sides.
right. Exactly right. What is the difference between mono and stereo? You get
You
the
can
panning
change
thing.
stuff on this side and change stuff on this side.
Exactly. You get the panning stuff of like, for example, you have a singer over here, and you see her singing over here, or see him singing over here, and you have your in-ears. The panning is like, even though if I have her in front of me or him singing in front of me, if I pan it to the left, I'm gonna hear her kind of like going this way, more to your left side than to your right side. You see? So that's what is cool about having a stereo.
Okay. You
But
can
anyway.
customize it more.
Exactly right. Yeah. But is it
um,
needed? Not really. Like,
But
it's
if
just
I
more-
change it to the new cable we need, will it automatically be working on both sides?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, exactly
Ooh,
right. That's why
that-
I'm
that
telling
would-
you, like
That
it's-
would be perfect.
because you only get in one line, which is your left,
Yeah.
Okay.
because of the adapters. But if you actually, because you have the cables, the right cables to do this.
Yeah.
You need 7 of those.
It's alright.
Or no, not
Well, that's a big worth it for like $3 each,
Yeah,
or I don't
yeah.
know how much
It's
that
not too
actually
bad.
costs.
I
Yeah.
think we can swing that.
And it's just like terminating these cables, which it's not bad. Okay, awesome. Let's try